Hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. So, some more changes have been made. Alright, well, let's just get into the game. Oops. Uh, so, I guess let's just do challenging. How about? Yeah, how about we do challenging? Restart the game completely. You got a blue moon. Hmm. Oh, what a pity. It stops completely when you click out. That's okay. Shouldn't have to click out too often. Um, did I accomplish what I wanted to accomplish? I don't know. Oh, what I was gonna do was, what was I gonna do? Oh, make the mute button. Alrighty, so let's get started then. Some star bits or candy. They look like the star bits from Super Mario Galaxy. So that's how you get up there. Oop. Gonna get the key now that it's lodged in there. Yeah. Where was that guardian anyways? I think it was to the left, or was it further up? Excuse me, miss? Nemo, there you are. Listen, kiddo, something weird must have happened while we've been gone. There are these dark, watery holes everywhere, and now this place is just crawling with little nightmare monsters. Sorry, I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, but... What? A stranger, Nemo? Ugh, seriously? It's me, Flip, your bestest friend? Maybe that creepy blobby stuff is affecting your memory of things. That can't be good. Alright, Nemo, so right now you are dreaming, and usually you remember your dreams pretty well. But something weird is happening here in Slumberland tonight. So we need to find a guardian to figure out what's going on. Oops, start up the fishing thing. So make sure to touch the bed right here before looking for the guardian. You don't have to hop into the bed, just walking past it will do. What should I do with this candy I'm picking up? Everyone in Slumberland uses candy, so you'll be able to use that to trade with people you meet. If you're woken up, you'll drop your candy, so try not to get hurt if wanna hold on to it. Can I get it back if I lose it? That's a great question that I bet the Guardian would have a better answer for. Okay, got it. I'll go find the Guardian. I'll meet you there. Look for my icon 8-ball if you're having trouble finding it. You can press start to bring up your map screen. Actually, before I forget, here, take this magic 8-ball. What's this for? I have one too, and we can use them to communicate. You can think of it as a flip phone. Just pick it up if you hear it ringing. Alright. She said walking past a bed. Oh, okay. So a bed acts as a checkpoint. I see. Did we get that key? What if we, so what if I don't want to press the start button? The start and select on the PS5 controller is pretty poopy. Let's see here then. Controls. Sony DualSense. Gameplay button mapping. Attack, defense, mobility. Jump, interact, attack, defense, mobility. Oh, so that's look, is it? Alright, well. So there are quite a few options here. Bind to alternate. Yeah, the touchpad. That's all I wanted. So pressing touchpad again Doesn't exit it though. Alright, whatever. Why can't you look up any higher? World map. Dream swept plains. It's interesting behind the, like the background behind the black substance. Quite interesting indeed. It looks like there's a planet. Oh, don't want to jump there though. So where's my health? My health is, oh, top left. I just have 1 heart remaining. There's no way that I can recover health. Go back to sleep. Hello, kitty kitty. Use central meadow. Oh, that's just the map. Pet the kitty. Oh. Kitty is purring. And these are my clothes. These are my outfits, I think. Comfy PJs. These are Nemo's standard PJs. They're extra comfy and help Nemo sleep through the night. Buff one-shot protection. Okay. Select a little buddy. You don't currently have any little buddies to choose from. What is the alarm clock all the way up there on the shelf? Squat down. Alright, go back to the world. What is that tentacle from? Is that Splatoon? In the top left? I think it's from Splatoon. I've seen that exact tentacle before. Alright, oh man, so we didn't regain our health when we went to sleep or woke up, whatever. Good thing we just had gotten a checkpoint. So if we go down here, oh, a secret, eh? Welcome to the power line to the professor. Slumberland's most knowledgeable gaming hotline. Looking for the hottest tips to help you through your current gaming challenge? Call a professional. Call the professor. Did you know Sometimes you might find a secret room behind a wall that is marked as solid on your map. Some walls you might be able to walk through, while others may need to be broken open. Perhaps there are even other ways to access secret areas. Keep a keen eye on your surroundings to spot these secrets. It costs 10 cents or 50 cents. How much money do I have? 77? I think that's candy, not cents. Hidden around Slumberland are green records about the history of Slumberland. Your little buddy Panda Tuxpin is able to read them for you. These stories are important for learning what's happening in Slumberland. If you want to have the best dream possible, you should try to read them all. Look for a toy chest in Dream-Swept Plains to find Panda Tuxpin. Okay, well, I'm not ready to ask what's next because... Thanks for calling the power line to the professor. Click. I haven't even looked around yet. Oh. Oop. Can't get up there. Hello? Oh great, it works. This is perfect. Now we can share important info when we're split up. Oh, so you were just testing this thing? Yeah. But don't worry, I'll only use this when I have something important to share. Okay, I'll let you get back to finding the Guardian. Bye. Woohoo! New pajamas. You got new pajamas. Press any button for details. Strong PJs. Buff, quick pluck. With these pajamas on, you'll pluck things much quicker. It automatically put them on for me. Okay. Yeah, keep the buff or the quick pluck ones on. Oop. Okay, I think this is the Guardian we're looking for, but this one seems to have its feathers thoroughly ruffled. The owl is in charge of my dreams? Most likely, or at least it's one of the Guardians in charge. The owl is a shapeshifter, though this one seems stuck like this. Looks like they're missing the magic scepter they used to change into a human. If they're stuck like this, it could be someone or something stole it. Nemo, can you be a pal and take a look around for it? What does the scepter do? If we had a guardian's magic scepter, we could probably use it to make wishes. Any wish we want. We could use it to fix the holes. We could do that too, I guess. How will I find it? You can use start, I think, to bring up your map. Select then. The question mark on the map will show areas you haven't explored yet. I bet if you look everywhere nearby, you'll find a good lead. Okay, I'll find the scepter. Excellent, get to it, kiddo. Wasn't there another option? So the scepter is over there. And there's also one down beneath. There's a boss battle. Yep. Rocktopus. Oh. There we go. Ah. Had to sneeze. Oh no. That tentacle coming from up top tripped me up. Alright, let's go back to him. We got him this time. Where am I? Oh, I need to go back up. So that's just money. All the candy, that's just the currency of the game. Oh, hello. That big monster is a lot stronger than the smaller ones, and until it's dealt with, it's going to keep being a recurring nightmare. I've got a bad feeling that magic scepter we're looking for. I bet this brute might have had a hand in its disappearing act. 8 hands? Yeah, 8 hands in fact. Got any tips? Tips on how to beat a giant rampaging nightmare monster? The monster who even put on a nice spiky helmet before coming here? You know what? I'm good. We could beat him. Just I had to see his attacks and stuff. Alright, let's go, Rocktopus. Oop. One hit. There we go. Ah. 3 hits, that's all he took. He's morphing into some sort of galaxy. Squeaky. You retrieved a scepter, now return it. Now to return it to its guardian. Huh. Pet. Nice, nice. Alright. Now to return the scepter to the guardian. Whoa, hey, you found a guardian scepter. You can use it to make wishes, you know, any wish you want. Can I have it? I don't think so. Wise beyond your years. Fine, fine, let's get the scepter back to its guardian. Maybe they'll be able to shapeshift back into something that can tell us what's going on. Oh. So, I wish you could regain health in this. Return scepter to the owl. Nemo, thank you. Oh, you're actually a person. That makes more sense. I couldn't shift back into human shape without my scepter. It was really starting to get hot under all those feathers. My name is Minerva, but you can call me Mina. I am the guardian charged with protecting the dream-swept plains. Great job with that, by the way. Love what you've done with the place. So tell me, Minerva. I thought it was Minerva. Minerva? What's with all these nightmare monsters running around your domain? Also, what is going on with all these holes everywhere? Ah, we're sinking. Come again? Those are the waters of oblivion coming through. And it's responsible for transforming everyone and everything into nightmares. Can you fix the holes? Yeah, Minerva, can you fix it? It's Minerva. And I can patch the holes, but only temporarily, with your help, Nemo. The barrier that protects the dream-swept plains is only as strong as the memory it's strong from. Oh, hello, Steve Heisler. How's it going? I returned to the game. Sorry if your message was waiting there for a while. The game seems pretty good. I bought the full version because out of those demo games that I played, I liked this one the best. The music and the general atmosphere of the game I thought was the best. I liked it the most. It's decent. It's a pretty good game. I like it. It's been a while since I played a modern game. Usually, well, recently I've been playing retro games, but I want to stop obsessing about like those achievements, either Steam achievements or retro achievements. And I just want to play the game. I've been having trouble recently with enjoying games or enjoying much of anything really. And so this is good so far. I like it. And I can patch the holes, but only temporarily with your help, Nemo. The barrier that protects the dream-swept plains is only as strong as the memory it's strong from. I can help you refocus that memory to push back the oblivion, and then use my scepter to repair the barrier. What do I need to do? Not much. Just get comfy and look over to the hills behind me. Yeah, I hear you there. I kind of fell out of gaming as soon as I graduated high school. Once I started, having to work or like go to college, whatever, I kind of realized, man, gaming is, Gaming it's a good thing, I think, but some people, I don't know how they are so into gaming, so passionate about it, because I struggle myself. I personally struggle to get into like any games or whatever. I do like to read. Most people don't like that, so I imagine it must be something like that. It's been a while since you've come to Slumberland, so your memory of it might be a bit hazy. It must look new and strange to you. But does it at least feel familiar? Close your eyes, or just gaze gently at these words. Picture a place where you are safe and warm. Some place you know you can always return to at the end of a long journey. Hold on to this memory. Let's call it home. How do you know when you've returned home? Could you find it blindfolded? Would you know it by its sound, its touch? Is there someone there to greet you when you cross that threshold? Nicely done. Looks like you were able to grab a hold of something. What you know of as home will often take on a different shape in dreams. But you're always able to recognize it one way or another. And with that, we managed to push the oblivion back just a bit. Is it enough to get through the night though? Through the night, sure, but what? With the barrier weakened, I'm not sure Slumberland will be able to survive another dawn. What are you talking about? Slumberland always survives the dawn. It might take a few days to reform, but Slumberland always comes back. Nemo always comes back. But if Slumberland gets washed away by the oblivion, that's it, I'm afraid. It'll all be forgotten. That's okay, I already forgot Slumberland before. No, kid, you were able to come back here because there was a here to come back to. Listen, Nemo. If the other domains around Slumberland are in similar trouble, maybe we can find other guardians and help them push the oblivion back some more. You want to help save Slumberland? If you can make your way to the palace, you could ask the king for help. He's the one who created the barrier around Slumberland to prevent it from disappearing. The king doesn't usually grant favors to dreamers, but he might make an exception for you, Nemo. Good luck. Okay. Now that the storyline is over, we can chat. So, when you say not sure you're optimistic about the direction that gaming's going, are you referring to like specific games? Or just gaming as a whole? I know it used to be kind of a niche thing, but now everybody plays games. Okay, so AAA gaming in general, console makers, all of them, it's really disappointing to see. Yeah, the single player experiences, I think, they definitely can be lacking. Xbox seems to be bowing out. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know, I haven't played console since the days of like PlayStation versus Xbox, probably 10 years ago. Sony has shown to be a bad thing. So, wait, Sony unchecked. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, I will say AAA games I usually don't care for, but then indie games Like maybe I did notice one typo in this game, but they definitely have like some glitches. It seems like the old school games for Super Nintendo and stuff, it seems like those are, in my mind at least, not in reality, but I think of them as like the perfect game. Like there's no typos, there's no gameplay flaws. And then, you know, isn't Little Nemo? It was a Super Nintendo game from long ago, or Nintendo or something. And here I've already noticed a typo. I wish people could proofread their stuff better. It's around 1990 it came out. Okay. Rarely remember glitches or issues of the old classics. Yeah, I remember tough parts and stuff. Maybe that's just the nature of the games themselves, because back then there probably weren't too many ways to create a game. Like there was, I don't know, your pick of 3 coding languages, and there weren't that many consoles either. But nowadays, you know, I could probably make a video game in Unity or something, or, you know, Unreal Engine, and I guess you're seeing more like indie developers creating games, and I don't know, it's fine though. I mean, even in books and stuff, I read books and on the cover it always says this book is a New York bestseller, and it's it'll be $1 million book. Well, it'll have sold, you know, millions of copies or whatever, and be under the best publisher. But I read it and I still notice typos, grammatical issues, just silly mistakes, and it's like, well, how much do you truly care? You know, if you can't even proofread it once through. Or, although there are some issues with indie games you've played, most work pretty well overall. Yeah, I've been on a search for my enjoyment of gaming. I used to be an avid gamer, like when I was a teenager and before that, but I'm almost 30 years old now, and like I said, once I graduated high school, I kind of fell out of gaming for the most part. You're not a big reader? Yeah, I mean, it's nothing that is a big deal, really. I mean, it's not like if I were to write a book, it would be any better. I'm sure it would be written with typos and stuff. But, I don't know. I specifically look for flaws with a lot of mainstream things, because I want to see, you know, what's all the buzz about? Oh, this, and then say, oh, this isn't as good as people think it is. I don't know, maybe I just kind of try to be cool and contrarian, or not mainstream. I don't know. It's not like indie developed stuff is really much better than mainstream stuff. Like you're losing interest. Is gaming dead to me? A while back you played Alan Wake, Mario Galaxy, Persona 3, all within a few months. Okay. You just need to find experiences that are unique and really resonate with you. I guess so. I don't think I'll really find that with retro games. Retro games seem pretty simplistic, and not entirely atmospheric, and I mean they're good games. I really do have a special place in my heart for retro games like SNES, NES, Genesis or Mega Drive, whatever. Stuff like that. I really like the pixel graphics, but I don't know. Probably easier said than done. That stretch of games was just luck. Well, had you played all those games before? I know, like Mario Galaxy is pretty old, and I think all those are kind of older, aren't they? So were you just returning to beloved games? I'm interested in, I don't know, currently, for the last little while, I've mostly liked games like this, where it's got a cheery atmosphere, because games like Call of Duty and games with guns and stuff, they try to be cool and edgy, and I'm not easily amused by that anymore. And so it's like, well, if my investment in the story and in the game's world is going to be limited, then I might as well play something that is at least pretty to look at, you know. And a lot of games, they're specifically meant to be ugly to look at, like, you know, Call of Duty with the old decrepit towns, and Elden Ring with like the nasty horrible monsters and stuff. And but I don't know, I did play Elden Ring and it was okay. You heard of them? You never played them? Okay. This one did stand out to you. Beautiful. I love the vibe. I was really happy with how this one turned out. Yeah, it's I like this one so far. It is a Metroidvania, which is not my favorite genre, I guess. But recently, actually, Metroidvania, those have been the only games that I've liked. Like, sure, I might not be the biggest fan of the Metroidvania, but I don't know, I guess I just need to play a whole bunch of different games, download a whole bunch of more demos, and also something that I don't really care for, games like that Subliminal game, which it's kind of a hit. A lot of people have been playing that game. It's a walking simulator under the pretense of a puzzle game, and well, for one, it's not good to stream, I don't believe, because you have to really pay attention to what the narrator is saying. You can't be like chatting and stuff. And the gameplay is just walk from point A to point B, or find where you're supposed to walk. And that seems to be most, well, like half of all 3D games is just walking around and listening to storyline. I'm not a big fan of like massive cutscenes. Sure, they're okay, but you're the same. Aside from maybe Symphony of the Night, it's not really your genre. So that's something. I never played a Castlevania game ever. I've seen a lot of streamers and YouTubers and stuff playing that. Probably not like I haven't seen every Castlevania, but I've seen a lot of it. Maybe I'll try that one out someday. The only thing, that game kind of has a dark, spooky atmosphere, and it seems like most of the time I'm just playing the games by myself. You know, I get the occasional viewer and stuff, but maybe it's just that I don't like to feel the way that the game wants you to feel. I don't know. Hey Colux, how's it going? It has been a while. Bye Sweet Carol. Very colorful, amazing art style, darker story. Yeah, games, they can definitely be cool, even if they're not cozy atmosphere. I've not heard of Bye Sweet Carol, though. Is that the, it's like a Disney animator game or something? Or, I don't know, I heard it was compared to Disney animation. Maybe it's just hand-drawn. That seems to be a trend in gaming nowadays, is that it's all hand-drawn. Looks like old school Disney style, yes. Okay, I saw when that was popular for like a week on Twitch. Out of all the followers that I saw, several of them were playing Bye Sweet Carol. I might check it out. That game actually looked interesting. And I guess, like I was saying, kinda, I give dark atmosphered games crap, but, you know, it can still be a good game even if it's dark atmosphere. I guess I don't have a specific type. I definitely have types that I don't like. Types that I do like, I don't know. Clear Obscure got a lot of hype, but lives up to it. Ooh. I do not share that opinion. I honestly tried to play Clear Obscure. I was having trouble understanding the battle mechanics, and I didn't like all the tutorials. I didn't understand it, whatever. And the characters were basic. I felt like the Harry Potter guy. I don't know, I only played like the first little bit of the game. It was a good game, but my biggest complaint with Clair Obscur was that why are they trying to like recreate the RPG battle system? If I want to, you know, if it's an RPG, then the Final Fantasy battle system or something like Pokemon, that's more of what I prefer. Like, it was kind of new, and you have to really pay attention, and there's a lot of memory of enemy attack patterns involved, and I kind of don't, you know, care to gain that amount of proficiency in a game so that I know exactly when they're gonna actually attack, because it's like Elden Ring or FromSoft games where the attacks, they're meant to like juke you out, they're fake you out, they're meant to make you think they're about to attack, but then it takes like, you know, another half a second for them to actually do the animation. I just didn't really enjoy it. I thought it was annoying. And Final Fantasy 7 through 10, even 10 too. 8 to 13 so much. Oh, yeah, I would say overall I do like Final Fantasy. I haven't played every single one. But revisiting those games it can be rough, because it is the older ones, like well, probably all of the Final Fantasy games, it's a major grind. That's one thing I don't really care about RPGs, is that it's just a grind pretty much. I mean, I kind of want to play a game and, you know, jump around and stuff and attack, react to enemies. That's probably why Metroidvanias have been my strong point recently, I guess. Or platformers. I played Donkey Kong as well. Yeah, Clair Obscur also. So, on a side note from that thing, I was just saying, what was I just saying? I don't know, but I don't really care for a game that is storyline focused. Because if I want a storyline, then I just read a book, watch a movie. The game has to be about the gameplay, in my opinion. But Clair Obscur, it had a lot of good things about it. It was a cinematic experience. It has good graphics, good voice acting, and all that stuff. Wait a second. Did I soft lock myself here? Oh, since when did I get a yo-yo? I didn't remember reading the yo-yo thing in the storyline. Gameplay does matter, but I play games for the story and the characters, the journey. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do like journeys and a good storyline. I think what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make all the excuses why, every excuse I can I can think of why Clair Obscur just didn't click with me. And like, you know, I could say, oh, it's too mainstream, it's like watching a movie, it's the gameplay sucks. I could make all these excuses and stuff, but in reality, Clair Obscur is a fine game. You know, maybe I didn't like it, but that's fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't have to. It's not that I disliked it, it's just that I don't know. I have it. I should probably return to that game. That was like game of the year, and so I must be missing something. Everyone's different in what they want, though. Yeah, there's a game back in 2017 to 2018. Oh, I know God of War. It's hugely popular, universally beloved. I hate it, though it was a bad game. Thought it was a bad game, and I stand by it. Ah, okay, yeah, God of War is a really popular series. There's a lot of God of War games. I played one of the earlier God of War games. I think it was on PlayStation 3. And I don't think I ever beat it. I lost interest, probably because that's one of those games where it's, you know, meant to be pretty challenging, I think. And I don't always like to be challenged, but then I get bored if it's not challenging enough. I don't know, I'm still trying to find a good balance, I guess. Each game's different. I mean, sometimes you just gotta stick through the challenge and maybe it will be rewarding. I don't know. 1 second though, guys. I have to pee-pee. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. And I realized I forgot to drink my tea again. And so, since there's caffeine, I'll probably have to BRB again shortly. Have to go drain the dragon again. Alright, sounds like I definitely have some problems finding stuff I like in gaming. If it was me, I'd wonder if gaming is really the hobby I want to spend time with. Oh yeah, yep, I've questioned that as well. I've questioned, do I really want to stream even? You know, there's many reasons that I don't want to stream, but many reasons I don't want to play games. I've tried lots of hobbies, let me tell you, and I have wasted much money on trying to find what I'd like out of life, and it seems the amount that I care or am passionate about gaming, that's about the amount that I care or am passionate about playing music, exercising, cycling, or whatever. What other hobbies have I tried? Reading books, and I don't know, just my temperament, I guess. I am pretty wishy-washy on certain things, and it's just hard for me. I struggle to find... I'm kind of a gloomy character, usually. I have a good streaming voice, and are good at conversations, though. Oh, thank you. I kind of repel people, like, once they start, you know, maybe getting attached or whatever. Not getting attached, but one of the reasons, I don't know, forget what I was saying. I'll say something else instead. One of the reasons why I don't like streaming is because I find it hard to interact with chat members most of the time, because they send silly messages that I don't really know how to respond, or because me as a person, I've tried to force myself to, you know, be on camera and all that, but I don't benefit from that, having the pressure, and I don't think the stream benefits from it. And so I'd rather hide in the dark here. Or it's actually mid-morning, but when someone asks me what your hobbies are, I just kind of shrug. I don't really have hobbies. Yeah. I mean, I would say you probably have hobbies. You have things that you do. Like, you probably eat food or whatever, or maybe a hobby is there's anything that you do. It doesn't have to be, you know, like one thing that you're super passionate about. Like, the media makes you think, you know, they interview NFL player and he's all football all the time. You don't have to be like that. I think, you know, normal people, well, not normal people, but most people, they are not like that. Most people, you know, just kind of go through life, you know, I don't know what I'm saying here. You watch movies, but is that really a hobby? Everyone watches movies. I would say that's a hobby. Maybe that's why life is not very fun a lot of the time. Well, I share in your opinion. I'm right there with you. I don't think life is very fun most of the time. I mean, if you look at my life, and they say you're not supposed to compare yourself to others or compare your life to others. etc. But it's hard not to, not to, and I don't know. It seems like I could be doing more, but it's like I struggle to have the motivation to do more. Mostly gaming is your main hobby. Yeah, I wish gaming was my main hobby. I'm trying to make it with this whole streaming thing, because I've been streaming for like a year, since last year. You know, I have been hoping this whole time that I would dig deep within myself and find some hidden, spark or motivation to and fall in love with gaming and Twitch streaming, because that's quite a bit of what I do in a lot of my free time is watch streamers, watch people play games, and it's like you watch these people and they're laughing and they're having such a great time, it seems like, and they get so into the story of the game, and I just, it's like I'm banging my head against a brick wall. Like, why can I not enjoy the game like these other people? And I think ultimately the answer is that maybe I just enjoy it in a different way. Maybe, I don't know, it's always been kind of hard to express emotions, perhaps, for me, I think. I don't know, maybe upbringing, whatever. Without a good direction to put your energy, it's hard to get motivated. Yes, I agree. And thank you, by the way. You said I have a good voice for streaming. Thank you. I don't care for my voice. And I've been struggling with my microphone setup because I bought like some like heavy duty like recording equipment, whatever, like the microphone and the preamp and stuff, and I blew a lot of money, and I just can't seem to get it all set up just so. And plus I live in an apartment and it's pretty noisy. It's not a good recording environment. And then even if I were, my voice, I just don't really care for my voice. But I don't know. Some are genuine, but a lot are probably faking it too. I can sense a lot of people here are not genuine. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not even playing the game, or I'm just chatting with you. I should probably play the game and chat, but that's something that I don't really, it's hard for me to focus on, talking to people and giving those genuine responses whilst playing a game. Like I, have a one-track mind, and but alright, so what is she saying here? Not a lot of sense back here. Wait. It's a mysterious place called the In-Between. If you think about Slumberland as a bunch of movie sets in a studio, the In-Between is like going backstage. Not a lot makes sense back there. But if you find yourself in there, it means you're about to enter a new dream domain. Ah, really? We're probably going to have to cross through a few of them to get to the palace. So be prepared, and remember to check your map with select if you get lost. Although, if we're not in any rush, we could explore the dream-swept plains a little more. Who knows what else we might find now that the oblivion is gone. Or you could come back later to explore more of this domain. The dream world is your oyster, Nemo. I'll see you on ahead. Okay. There. Regular volume music. But yeah, I agree with you. There are people who... let me turn it down for myself a little bit. Just by 2. There are people who do seem genuine though, and they have like thousands of viewers. I'm not saying I want thousands of viewers. I mean, I struggle to even keep up with one or two. And to be honest, I don't know, it's just hard to, you know, play a game and carry on conversations simultaneously, I guess. And I think that's something that maybe I struggle with more than other people. Just socialization in general. I'm not a social butterfly. Alright, so before going to the next dream domain, let's check out the Dream Swept Plains, I think it was called. Yeah, games like Clair Obscur, they're, or RPGs, it's a little bit slower paced. I mean, not that this is super fast paced, but I also get lost in games pretty easily, and so, I don't know, there's a map though, and I think it's the question marks I'm supposed to go to. But I wonder just how genuine some of those genuine sounding streamers with thousands of viewers are. I mean, I'm saying that because I don't really understand how you could, you know, for the likely 100th time or more, how you could still be freaking out about something, like freaking out or getting too excited. Not too excited, just getting excited. I'm not a very excitable person. I'm lame. Well, starting to feel like you have an ability to pick out people who are real or fake. Well, if ever you are detecting that I'm being fake, then please say something, because that's something I'm just kind of a people pleaser, and you know, in my personal life as well, and a lot of times I try to laugh and smile, like on camera or whatever, and joke around with people, just because they're also doing that, and I don't want to, you know, ruin the mood, even if maybe, you know, 5 minutes prior I was feeling like death or something. And I also kind of think in sentence fragments, and so a lot of the time either I don't get my point across or I start rambling about something else, and oh, way to go, Nemo. Guess I could be wrong, but genuine is definitely the vibe you got. Yeah, I mean, no, right now I'm just talking. I'm not putting on a performance. Oh, that was something that I wanted to change. And so in response to some stream drama recently, which I don't think anyone, oh, I'm sorry. It appears the game has, because I had it full screen, it doesn't stay. Here, let me, back to the game. Oh no, I gotta read this now. I just ranked up. You can only do that by collecting moons. When you rank up, you're entering a deeper sleep state. expect scarier enemies, but more candy. Awesome. Just don't get hurt or you'll rank down and your dream will go back to normal. The more moons I can collect while avoiding damage from enemies, the more intense and fun my dream will be. You've got it exactly, kid. Okay, now get back to it. Alright, cool. So I collected enough moons and ranked up. What was I doing here? I was gonna do the borderless window. Does it look the same for you? It looks the same for me. And then, oh man, it still pauses the game when I alt tab. I was going to change something. Well, I'll do it after stream. Never mind. It looks similar? Okay. Well, let me put it back to exactly how it was. I think generally games run better in full screen, right? Oops. Exclusive full screen. You're the opposite of a people pleaser. It's freeing at times, but I can rub people the wrong way. Yeah, I could definitely understand that it may rub people the wrong way. If you're a little blunt or too honest, or I don't know, not too honest, but if just if I don't know, what am I trying to say? You haven't really rubbed me the wrong way. I don't believe. I mean, unless I'm reading your messages completely wrong or something. I don't see how it could be taken as, you know, rude or nothing. You don't care about validation or people like me if they like me. Yeah. Well, I like you. Your mom is the ultimate people pleaser, and you're the complete opposite. Interesting. Yeah, no, you're not rude. Don't worry about it. Even if you were rude, something I'm learning is, as a streamer, if I'm gonna put myself out there, like, and stream and stuff, and have, you know, microphone and make my voice heard or whatever, or rather not so much at times, but if I'm gonna do all that, I have to start learning to be more socially accepting, because I'm kind of antisocial in real life, and I really struggle to socialize, you know, with people, period, whether it's in real life or at my desk and computer. Hello. Can't break these rocks with the yo-yo. Rude, mean, cruel people. My lips whistled. Cruel people. They just are everywhere. Most people seem nice, but the mean ones come along reliably once in a while. Yeah. One thing about streaming is that it can be hard when if you don't get a lot of viewers, like I don't, and the viewers that you do get, maybe they don't put much thought or effort into their messages, or you just don't gel with their vibe, man. Maybe you just... Have I always had this yo-yo? And it's like, they're the only messages that you have to read. And to me, that kind of ruins the experience. Because I have the chat section thing on OBS. It's like right in my peripheral vision. And so in theory, not always, but in theory, I should be able to read and reply to like every single message. But a lot of the messages, I don't know, I tend to get annoyed kind of easily. I'm not annoyed right now, but I don't want to name examples. I think I should focus more on the positive things. A blue moon. Oops. Did I rank down? Because the clamshell got me? I can't get rid of this guy. You're not a streamer. I thought about streaming this one though. It was such an important game for you and you wanted to give it some attention. Which one? This little Nemo game? Was it important to you? Oh, okay. So you're like a real fan of the game then. You're not just, you know, playing it. A huge fan of the Nemo franchise. Yeah, I really do like a lot about this game. The music is awesome. The graphics are cool. You know, that cozy atmosphere, like you said, cozy. And, I haven't looked at the map in a good 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds too long. Man, I can't get seated comfortably. You own a collection of the comics. Yeah, I think you told me last time when I was playing the demo for this. I think you mentioned that it used to be a comic series, or someone did. Winsor McKay comic books back in the day. Oh, there's a movie, is there? Huh. Maybe I will have to watch the movie. Alright, so I'm a little confused. I thought it said... Is there like a faster way to move the map? Or is this as fast as you can move it? Huh. Looks like that's as fast as you can move it. I don't know how often you're supposed to look at the map. Like I played Silksong and Hollow Knight, and I was checking the map every like 15 seconds. At most 15 seconds. There were comics in the newspaper. That's how old it is? New York newspaper comic strips? Oh, wow. Wow. Huh. Are you a New Yorker, Steve? It seems I have a few other New York viewers. So it said before that the scepter was in the question mark area, but then I think the question mark maybe just means it's not explored yet. Anyways, can we go left? I thought this was the boss arena. Whoa, low G's. You're from Minnesota. Oh, okay. Okay. I am from Michigan. Michigan is still considered a Midwestern state, though, so we share a kinship there. Lots of farms, especially in lower Michigan. The upper peninsula and the upper lower peninsula of Michigan, there's not as many farms. I've been looking for some houses a little bit away from where I live, and I gotta say, I thought for the longest time, what was this called? Mushroom Marsh? I thought for the longest time that I really wanted to live like out in the woods somewhere, but since I've been driving to different areas looking at houses and stuff for sale, I realized the woods, the forest being like so close to the roadside and stuff makes me feel claustrophobic. Oh, phone call. Your friend drives to Michigan a few times a year for gummies? For gummies? Michigan gummies, huh? I didn't know Michigan had good gummies. Apparently they're more potent in Michigan. Oh, do you mean like CBD gummies or something? I tried those before. I didn't really think they did too much to me. Maybe I need to get more milligram, more higher dosage or whatever. I forget what it was that I tried before. But yeah, all that's legal now. The CBD and the marijuana and stuff, all that's legal in Michigan as of probably like 7 or 8 years ago. Oh, you're heading to Mushroom Marsh next, huh? I know this is your dream adventure, but I thought I should warn you. That area is full of hazards, and you'll have a much easier time with your bubble wand. Do you know where my bubble wand is? I think you left it in Gumdrop Gardens last time you had it. It's just to the east of Dreamswept Plains if you want to head there first. Okay. East of Dreamswept Plains. Woods could be fun, just get a few guns for protection. A lot of people to help out there. Yeah, that's something that I'm realizing there's a lot of places in Michigan at least, and I assume because Michigan's not even as rural as many states, like probably Minnesota has more rural parts than Michigan does, but you still can't get high-speed internet in rural Michigan. Not all places. I mean, you can get satellite internet and stuff, but I prefer, like, I have currently cable internet, and so that's a determinant of where I move to or where I buy a house at. Is proximity to good internet. I gotta pee again. One sec, I'm sorry. You don't know much about Michigan. Spent time in Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois. Never Michigan, though. Yeah, it's kind of, I've heard some people say Michigan is like a flyover state. Like, there's not really any reason to visit Michigan. I think, you know, out of the cities I've explored and stuff, and I mean, I grew up in Michigan. I think there's a lot to like about Michigan, especially if you're into water sports like boating, because, you know, you got all the Great Lakes around Michigan. There's a big boating culture, and a lot of people have vacation homes in Michigan because the housing is pretty cheap compared to some other states like maybe California, and there's a lot of lakes and rivers and stuff, and there's some pretty scenery, woods and rivers, water, all that. I mean, I've only been, the biggest city I think I've been to in Michigan is Detroit, and I don't really particularly think it's anything worth seeing. Wait a second. There was some concert you were going to drive out there for. The drive ended up feeling wasn't worth it. Oh, okay, yeah. So, you know, there's the lower peninsula of Michigan, and then there's the upper peninsula. A lot of people who are just visiting Michigan, they say the upper peninsula is way better, because the lower peninsula is, you know, just a pretty standard state. It's mostly flat, a lot of farms. There's a few big cities like Grand Rapids, Detroit, Saginaw, stuff like that. But every state's got, you know, a few big cities. The lower peninsula is pretty standard, I would say. Hang on, I'm just reading what you're saying. You got the Mall of America. Yeah, a lot of sports teams. And the Minnesota State Fair. Oh, yeah. I don't believe I've ever been to Minnesota. I haven't traveled very much throughout my life. If someone was going to come to Michigan, what are the big things people would want to see? Events they'd want to go to? So, growing up, my mom, she took me to a lot of coastal cities. Coastal on the lakes, like Lake Huron, Lake Michigan. There's a lot of towns that are fun for, you know, an afternoon. As far as like big attractions, I don't know. I mean, unless you like the beach scene, there's not a whole lot going on in Michigan, I don't think. There's just, like I was saying, there's a lot of freshwater rivers and stuff, lakes, and then you got the Great Lakes. And so I don't know, I heard of statistics. I guess Michigan has a longer coastline than like California or Florida or something. If you stretch out the perimeter of both peninsulas, then it ends up being, you know, much longer than any other state's coastline. And so There's cool things, I guess. I don't know. Nature is fun. Here, so let's take a little diversion because I'm curious now. What is there to be proud of in Michigan? I have seen some videos semi-recently about Michigan. Like British girl reacts or something. Where is it? Nonvad? Okay, let's see. Best things to do in Michigan. Oh, this one's 12 minutes long. Is there a shorter one? That's like 5 minutes or less. I don't know. You could skip through it. Yeah, something like that I heard. Mall of America, do a game at Target Field, and try to come in late August for the big state fair. Huh. I've been to county fairs where they have like demolition derbies and horse races and stuff. So I think that's in the UP. I've never been there. So there's a waterfall. The size is about 100 times bigger. Ah, everyone be traveling to the state fair then. Hmm. Okay. So there's a lot of snow in Michigan, especially the UP. All right, so Ann Arbor. Yeah, I've been there. I went to U of M Flint, not U of M Ann Arbor. Flint is, well, some people call it mini Detroit in a negative sense. Okay, so you can visit a city with pretty buildings here. You can visit a waterfall. Holland is pretty cool. I believe I've been to this, there's like a tulip festival. Oh, it's called the Tulip City. Oops. Do like waterfalls and lighthouses. There's a lot of lighthouses. The Great Lakes, like Lake Huron, Lake Superior, and Lake Michigan and stuff, they're actually they still use them. It's like a big method of transporting uh goods. There's a lot of freighters and stuff. Saugatuck. I don't think I've been there. Hmm. You love history, so any historical site would be cool. Yeah, I know uh because my mom she took me to a lot of lighthouses and museums and stuff when I was growing up, and she would always emphasize like the history of the locale, the city or town, whatever. And from what I can tell, Michigan used to be a big like uh, fur trading and lumber mill place. And in the UP, there's a couple old historic like copper mines. I guess it used to be the biggest copper mining state, something. And there's a lot of farms in the lower peninsula. Once you get past like the Saginaw Bay though, onward up to the upper peninsula, it's pretty much all woods and rural. And I think I'd rather live in a farmland than rural. I like the open vistas, open sky, not feeling closed in by all the trees. Trees are evil. Only 5 historical sites or 5 lighthouses. Wait, Minnesota, isn't that a landlocked? Hang on, let me look at here, let's pull up I don't want to dox my location. If I pull up uh Google Earth, it shouldn't show like my exact address, does it? Where's Google Earth? Earth. Okay. New map. All right. Yeah, so as you can see, so this is Michigan. Um Most of the lower part of the lower peninsula is farmland. But then the upper part here and over here, that's mostly wooded. A lot of people say the UP is basically Wisconsin. Yeah, it's surrounded. It's got these big old lakes here. Um, I know the Lake Huron, this region along like this part of the hand or the mitten, um, they call that the Sunrise Coast because the lake is so big, Lake Huron here, it looks like an ocean. All the Great Lakes do. You know, it's not just a small lake, it's a significant geographical feature. And you can't see, this would be Canada over here on the right. You can't see land from like the shoreline. And it's looks like an ocean. The sun sets just like an ocean. Same with this isn't officially referred to the West Coast. It's not officially referred to as the Sunrise Coast, but it's a big tourist area because, the Sunset Coast. A lot of people they do watch the sunsets there because it's over the water and stuff. But all right, so Minnesota. Where's Minnesota? Minnesota is right there. Okay, so you're not too far actually. You're also right up there with Canada. I think the closest I've been to Minnesota, I've been to Chicago a couple times. Like I drove to an airport there. Here for while we're doing this. Maybe we could listen to some music as well. So Duluth. Oh, Duluth. I've heard of Duluth. Duluth Trading, isn't that like a big underwear company or something? Oh yeah, so I didn't realize that Minnesota borders Lake Superior as well. I was thinking for some reason Minnesota was one of the landlocked Midwestern states, but no, it's got some Lake Superior coastline and it's got some lighthouses and stuff. Okay. If I go a bit north, Two Harbors, that's where a few lighthouses are, such as the Two Harbors or the which one is the lighthouse? Is there a way to hide the sidebar and stuff? Oh my god. Dismiss. I want to like full screen it. Huh. Split Rock is the other lighthouse. Split Rock. Is it maybe here? Maybe not. Got some tennis courts. I don't like how it does that. You can clearly tell this left side, there's like a, stark border between, I don't know, times of year or the day that the pictures were taken. Why can't they just take them all at the same time or blend the colors better or something? Because if you look left, I'd rather see the green than the browns. There's some greens. Duluth area has a college. Other than that, very few people live up there. It's a lot of vacation spots and summer cabin things. Yeah, that's how uh probably most coastal cities are. Like even on the Atlantic coast or Pacific, if you're living right on the coast, uh I'm sure there's a lot of vacation houses and stuff. Where am I? There. Huh, okay. So I can't, does it really, I don't really see a border for the states. So Minnesota, is this dotted line here the border? Yeah, yep. So Iowa is south of Minnesota. Okay. And you got North and South Dakota. From Minneapolis is about 2.5 to 3 hours. To Duluth. Okay. So Minneapolis is right there. I see. Hmm. There's a lot of lakes in Minnesota as well. I see them from up here. There's a lot of lakes. Huh. Thankful every day you didn't live in the Dakotas or Iowa. I've heard it's like major cornfields and farmlands and horse pastures in the Dakotas. Let me get some water. Hmm. Excuse me. Yeah, I know. In like the mid 20th century, in like the 1950s, ugh, I just asphyxiated on some water. I guess Detroit used to be like one of the richest cities in the world, but then when automotive manufacturing was outsourced and became more of a global thing, it really went downhill. Recently, I guess Detroit has been making a bit of a comeback. But yeah, I guess Detroit used to be the place to be. I don't know. I live, not naming any specific locations, I live more in the Thumb region, which is mostly farmland. There is the coastline along the Thumb, but I don't live anywhere near there. More inland, closer to Detroit. Um, but I've never really, maybe a couple times I've been to Detroit. Like I saw a couple Tigers games. The Detroit Tigers, it's their baseball team. The Comerica Park is right in Detroit somewhere. Right there, actually. Here's the baseball stadium. And I think this is where the Detroit Lions play, the Ford Field. That's the football stadium. I didn't know it was covered. Yeah. There's definitely still a lot of rough parts of Detroit though. Like old rundown abandoned buildings and stuff. And in Michigan, I don't know about Minnesota, but Michigan has a reputation for having terrible roads with a lot of potholes. And in some places, that's true, especially down near Detroit. I don't know, maybe they're just not diverting the tax funds or whatever to road construction. Because I've gone up here to Taos. I was looking for a house around here. I don't know if I'll end up around there. But the roads, this I-75, it's only bad near Detroit. Once you get up here and all the way, up to here, the roads are great, actually. The roads are good, but there's construction all the time. Yeah, there's a lot of construction here too for roads, and Minnesota has two seasons, winter and road construction seasons. That's funny. Yeah, as far as climate goes, so Minnesota is actually more north than where I live. I live like right around here, this latitudinal line, and Minnesota must be colder. But yeah, I mean, I've never been here to the it's called the Keweenaw Peninsula. This town, Copper Harbor, I think used to be a big copper mining place in like the 1800s. I don't know. Lake Fanny Hooey. You're brutally cold. You're the coldest state on average. Wow, dang. It makes sense because I think, well, yeah, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Washington, you're all like the northernmost states in the country. And then there's Canada, which is known for being real cold. And you got the North Pole, Santa Claus's house. Right here. Huh. I was also looking near Alpena, Michigan, and it's a shame. You see, you can even see uh you can see like the landscape and stuff to the left here, but then as soon as you go into town, where this is where all the houses are, it turns like nighttime photos. You can't even tell what's there. You can't see nothing at night. But I don't know. Alpena is a little bit far north, possibly. But yeah, there's like for example, where did towels go? Here. There's lots of coastline and stuff. And there's lighthouses. Brutally cold. The wind that comes down from Canada. Yeah, those Canadian winds. So, one area I think maybe if I want to move somewhere for natural beauty or like a vacation type town, check out this area. For some reason, the water is looks like a Caribbean blue. Some of the lakes around here. It's like a different color water or something. I don't know. It must just depend on the time of day that they took the pictures at. This area, Traverse City, that's a big tourist destination. And also, somewhere up here, this is probably my favorite vacation spot that I've ever been to, is Mackinac Island. It's there's no cars allowed. And so there's just horses and buggies and stuff. And it's like a island is like a big hill. In the middle of the island, it's like the highest part of the hill, but then going down toward the coast of Mackinac Island, uh, it's downhill. My sister and I, one of our favorite things to do when we would visit Mackinac Island a few times growing up for vacation is because people you ride your bikes, you walk, or you take the horse and buggy rides around the island. There's tons of bike trails and stuff, of course. But we would ride our bikes all the way up to the top of the island, and then you can just coast all the way down and around a little bit. You don't have to pedal once for like 10 minutes straight, and it's fun. It can be scary because there's some steep parts of the slope, and you start picking up a lot of speed. Yeah, that was our favorite thing to do. We'll just coast on the bikes going so fast, man. Horses are cool and enjoy the horse rides. Yeah, a lot of people. I worked with someone. I worked at a factory, uh, and there were some Bengali workers, people from Bangladesh, and he said he'd been to Mackinac Island, and he didn't like it because it smelled like horse crap. It smelled like dung. It doesn't smell like horse crap everywhere on the island. Maybe where the horses travel a lot, which is probably more like around here. But they have the street cleaners. Going to an actual island would be kind of interesting. Yeah, this is a actual island. Um, it's not an island like the what is it? The Bahamas? Isn't this the Bahamas? Yeah, it's not like this, but hmm. Yeah, see the water here. Why does the water in the Bahamas look so different than like the surrounding ocean? It just magically turns to like a shade of glowy bright blue. They probably do that for real estate reasons. They take pictures of like the nicest weather. I looked at a house near Harbor Beach. Uh, More inland somewhere. I don't know where. And there's a lot of farmland around here. I thought I grew up with wide open farms and stuff, but around here there's not even a tree in sight. All right, maybe one or two, but there's more trees in this region. There's a lot of farms still, but also more trees. It was interesting. And I imagine that's how, because you see how trees are green on the map, you know? And then you look more toward the farmed areas, farmlands, and it's like tan looking, tan squares, like a big grid. And you can tell exactly where the country has most of its farms in the Midwest. And I can only imagine, like, if I were to zoom in here, look at all this farmland. Oh my God. They don't know what trees are. Sheesh. I know I said that the trees and the forest makes me feel claustrophobic. Well, it's not all farmland, I guess. Kind of it is. What state was that? Kansas? What is that? Kansas, Wyoming has like some mountains. South Dakota. I thought Iowa was supposed to be the most farmy state. Where's Iowa? Right there. There's more green in Iowa than like Kansas. So in Michigan, on the farms and stuff, there's a lot of these farmhouses. Like you see, there's big farm fields, and then You zoom in and there are houses. There's like little squares of houses that'll just be along a farm. So people still live like in the farmland. It seems like once you go out west more, there's no houses. It's just farmland. Alrighty, well, I have to pee again, unfortunately. And I think I've probably taken enough of a diversion. So let's open up the game. Oops. And I'll be right back. Hey, thank you for the follow, Steve. I'm sorry, I turned off the alerts for followers and stuff. Excuse me, on this scene in OBS, like the actual game, for various reasons. Alrighty, so, anywho, back to the dream-swept plains. Let's see. What did she say? She said to the east. If I go to the east of dream-swept plains, I can find the bubble wand. And that will let me explore west more. Okay, so looks like we have to go up, left, up, right, down, right. Okay. It's like Mario 2, where you pick up the turnips from the ground. Sometimes there's like even a moon. There's a moon hidden beneath the thing. Let me get seated properly here. Another console thing, kiosk. Welcome to the power line to the professor. Did you know collecting moons fills up your moon meter? Filling it all the way will fully heal Nemo. But if you fill the moon meter when your health is full, you'll rank up. Ranking up makes the enemies in Slumberland even more difficult. Yikes. Who would want to do such a thing? Well, if you don't want to collect moons, you can always break them open with your yo-yo instead to get some candy. Okay. So you can purchase special tips. Maybe I should. Not much else to spend your money on. Someone's been running around Slumberland collecting any unclaimed candy on the ground. You should try to talk to them. You'll just need to figure out how to draw them out. Okay. Thanks for calling the power line to the professor. Click. A blue moon. So you have to collect a certain number of the blue moons to do something. Actually, I wonder if I should collect those other blue moons in Dreamswept Plains first. Well, when I find myself back, I'm sure I'll be going back and forth quite a bit there. A new dream domain. I think that's what that means. Oh yeah, the Gumdrop Gardens. Hey, a candy dessert themed area. I don't have a double jump. I assume I'll get one. Maybe. Oh. And stick to the walls. We got a blue moon. There's a bed this way. That's a checkpoint. Alright. Checkpoint Candy Cliff. So you can't attack above you or on a diagonal. Only to the sides. Ugh. I found a key. Where does this key go now? Here we go. Just ignore that one for now. Ah. Something shooting cannonballs at me. Balls? Can I grab onto that? Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to make a jump after that though. Grab that moon. Damn. Let me get some more water. Dang. Alright. The song's got a pretty good beat. Am I the only one who thinks that, oh, sorry, I didn't read. You said I'll lurk and shut up so you can get to the game. No, you're fine. You're fine. No need to shut up. What was I saying? Am I the only one who thinks that music that is, I think is clearly intended to be maybe catchy and happy, happy vibes? It makes me kind of sad. I don't know what it is. Also, that's how you blow up the gumball machines. You get another cherry grenade thing. There we go. What's over here? Nope. Impenetrable. Another checkpoint. Let's wake up at this one. I already learned earlier that even if you wake up, you don't regain your health. I don't know how. It must be hearts or something. Or what does that say? Channel 3, I believe. Sleep. Go to sleep. Kitty is sleeping at his sleeping time. Alright, Oop, I missed a moon. Cool. Can't break these wall things. There's another land up here. Another realm. What is it called? Dream domain? The palace. Seems like it might be a dangerous area. Probably a boss for this domain. Yo, hey Retro Meld. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, yep, this is a Little Nemo game. I think it's a new one. Like, brand new. This is the Palace of Slumberland. Please tell me you at least remember this place. Okay, well the important thing is that we made it here. But we're locked out by that giant gate over there. I guess it's like Mina said, we'll need to rescue more guardians. And once we've rescued them all, you think this palace gate will open? Yeah, exactly. Let's head back to Gumdrop Gardens and find the guardian there. See you on ahead, kiddo. Okay. This King DDD's domain. I like this spot right here. Or these spots where you cross between the domains. So about that bubble wand, I was under the impression that I would find a bubble wand. Where didn't I explore? To the right. Excuse me. Oh. You can just jump on that gelatinous jelly thing. Ooh. Oh. Something hit me. What? What happened? How did I die? Are you just supposed to... Is some of that candy poison or something? Oh. I don't understand. Oh. Oh, wait, no, there's a thing on the floor right there. Wow, I'm blind. There's the blackness, the oblivion. Okay, that was easier than I thought. And by the way, well, never mind. When you die, you lose all your candy? Dang. Oh. It's kind of like a... He jumps pretty far out. Even if you're holding left. You can jump real far though. Away from the wall. Just explore. Checkpoint. Awesome. Oh, I see. So you have to collect the moon before it hits the ground to get your rank up and stuff. Alright. I'm assuming that trail of... Oh. Man, I gotta really open my eyes. Come on, dude. No. Alright, so this game can potentially be tougher than I thought. It's like the enemies, they blend into the background. Where was I? I was just down there. I'm gonna go back up though because she may have something for me. Bubble wand, perhaps? Oh, I was trying to look to get that blue moon there. Actually, oop. Got stuck in them. Alright. What is that guy though? Can I get him? Oop. Jumped too far. Ah. Ah. It is pretty generous. You can attack like last second and it still will hit the enemy. Those ones that roll out at you real fast. So how does one get over there? You need like a wall jump or double jump or something. Yeah. There's a moon up here, wasn't there? No? Darn it. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, and there's a map in the bottom left. I didn't see that. So there's a moon up there. You got a new toy. Press any button for details. Bubble wand. Hold circle to block. Use this wand in a pinch by holding circle to surround Nemo with a protective bubble that will protect you from a single hit. While bubbled, use left or right D-pad to dodge in either direction, but it can only be used while on the ground. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, more storyline. You found your bubble wand. This one might sound a little boring, but you'll stay asleep much longer if you learn to rely on it. Anytime something seems a little threatening, just play it safe and hold circle to be protected. And if you see a big red warning indicator from an enemy attack, that's a great time to bubble up. Big red warning indicator. What do you mean? Sometimes enemies will do a big attack and you'll see a red warning indicator if that happens. Those are usually some kind of a special attack, so see what happens if you block them with your bubble wand. Okay. Good luck out there, kid. When in doubt, press circle. So I'm using the analog stick, not the D-pad. Oh, 1 second. Alright. What is this guy now? Seems I can't do anything with him. Oh! Come on. I don't think there's a way for me to get past that. How do I get back up then? What? It's okay, buddy. How do I get back up? Oh, I see. Oop. So it can be like a little parry as well. That's cool. That'll be good to defend against enemy attacks. Oh. Nope. No. I was hoping there was gonna be something on the other side of that wall there. There 'twas not. Read. Shortcut from Central Glade Bed. Shortcut back to Jewel's place. Lair of Pinata Dragon. Ah. Let's go to the Pinata Dragon. What? Whoa, the dragon. Did you take down that giant nightmare all by yourself? That's a really cool sword you have. I have a yo-yo, it spins really fast. Who are you? I am the one true protector of dreams, the hero of Slumberland. This dragon was nothing I can't handle. No nightmare is a match for me. I will send them back to oblivion where they belong. Wow, so cool. I'm trying to save Slumberland too, me and my friend Flip. Since I'm a dreamer, I guess. Oh, did the dragon drop a scepter by any chance? Can I have it? Heh, and hand over the fate of Slumberland to another dreamer? You must be dreaming. Why don't you just go ahead and wake up? In fact, let me help you. Oh no. Oh. Dang. Pentiment? No, I have not played Pentiment. What is that one? Go back to sleep. Where was I before? I forgot. There's the boss's lair? Something? Let's see if I can go up. Don't know why I keep looking at the map. I don't need to do that. What is this? Nothing? Rank up? Nice, nice. So I'm wondering how can I tell what my rank is? Checkpoint. A narwhal. Oh, he's cute. Talk. What am I looking at? Are you seeing this? A unicorn. It's got a fishtail though. A unicorn mermaid. Check out that studio set up behind it. You think this is the guardian that lives there? If it is, that's a pretty ridiculous disguise you've got going on. It looks so sad. It looks like they're missing the magic scepter too. Of course they are. Well, at least you have your super awesome yo-yo now. So if any nightmares give you any trouble, just pop them in the face with a sick yo-yo trick. Any luck finding that missing scepter? Well, there was this giant pinata dragon, and I was worried I was going to have to fight that. But another kid took care of it with a really big sword, and all the dragon's candy spilled out along the scepter. Candy guts. Sounds pretty gnarly, so where's the scepter now? Actually, the other kid still has it. And they got really mad at me when I asked them for it. So what? You tell them to eat mud pie and hand the scepter over. But they called themselves... Excuse me? But they called themselves the hero of Slumberland. Maybe we should be working together? Ugh, gag me with a dessert spoon. We're not playing sidekick to some wannabe knight. We're the only ones who can stop the oblivion from spreading, and we can't do that without that magic scepter. So get back out there and show that kid who the real heroes are. I have to defeat the kid too. You got the scepter. I'm sleepy. Alright, let's try. How do we get back up there though? Why am I looking at that map? Oblivion's blocking that tube thing. Is there really no other way for me to... The narwhal is cute. There's no way to get back up there, and I think, what the? Nope. I didn't get the scepter yet. Dreamfolk are a finicky bunch of wastoids. Always trust your best pal Flip. rank down. Stop looking at the map like that. Full screen. Well, maybe I should. Alright. I thought I got that bed before, that checkpoint. Press circle. Oh, come on, man. You have to be on the ground. She did say that you had to be on the ground. Ooh. Dang. I just want to get back up. This game is kind of tough. You only get 3 hits, and then you're out. Really? Man, I just wish to beat that dude. Here we go. No. Dang. How are you supposed to avoid that? No. I could have blocked, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh. Dang. I was holding circle, but it takes a second. Oh. Well, it's GG already. Alright, bring it on. I was holding circle. What? Was I standing too close? Man, oh man. Oopsies. Oh, come on. I fell all the way back down again. Yeah, let's just respawn easier. Yep. He's easy to defend against, at least. Oh. How am I can't tell just when he, Oh, I broke the sword. Alright, so don't hit him. I don't think you can ever hit him. I managed to hit him a couple times. I don't understand when he's in counter position or when he's, you know, gonna be able to just take a hit. Bring it on, our dude, mysterious stranger. I guess just avoid him until I can hit that sword. One sword down. Oh, is he going to collect another sword from over there? Nope. He's got a new pattern because I hit him once. Oh, why'd I do that? No. I rolled. Crap. You have to like keep an eye on where he's gonna be hitting and also himself. Ah. Kill me. At least there's not really too much penalty so far. Because it doesn't matter if I lose all my candy and stuff right now. No penalty for dying, at least. No, like, game over, nothing like that. So he's only got 3 hits as well. What? He broke my bubble. Alright. I think just one more hit. So I have 2 health this time. Come on. Oh! Man, oh man. Yep, and then does he jump up in the middle? Yeah. 1 hit. Just sit here in the bubble. Probably easier just stand up here. Nope. You got me with that last time. Ah. You're going down now, buddy. Oop. 4 hits. Oh no. Oh, okay. Quit playing around. I'm not. Quit trying to hit me with your sword. It isn't fair if you're hiding behind a shield. Just how do you think you're going to save Slumberland if you can't even handle a little sword play? The Guardians of Slumberland are going to help me. I just have to give them their scepters back first. And besides, what's your name? My name? I am... For now, I am your archenemy. Archimany? Archenemy. Oh, Jiminy. Archenemy. Oh, okay, got it. So, besides Archenemy, you're all out of swords now. Oh, I don't have time for this. Take the scepter. I'll find a way to get my wish one way or another. You retrieved the scepter, now to return it to its guardian. Okay. It's trying to block me off there. Yep, I need to go up through here. Return scepter. Nemo, you're here. You're finally here. So, what did you think? What did I think? About what? About Gumdrop Gardens. Isn't it wonderful? My latest and greatest dream production. Every surface is covered with the optimal amount of sprinkles with even color distribution. Every lollipop tilted at the perfect angle to evoke a feeling of whimsy. Within reason, of course. I like the way my feet crunch into the ground and then it's like squishy underneath. You like the squishy feel. Noted. What else did you like? But those candy creatures are giving us a major toothache. And in case you haven't noticed, Gumdrop Gardens has cavities big enough to fall into. Ah, right, the oblivion. I mean, seriously, how hard is it? Brush twice daily, remember to floss. Oh, and don't drop your super-powered magic scepter. Your jester must be confused, sweet Nemo. Jester? I could never make such a silly mistake as to drop my guardian scepter. Rather, it was taken from me. By my own cute little creations, no less. Something must have got them all twisted up inside. Miss Unicorn? Jules, you can call me Jules. Jules, is there anything I could do to help fix things? The bird nerd in Dreamswept Plains said we could push back the oblivion using the memories in Nemo's noggin. If I can remember what inspired me to dream up the Gumdrop Gardens, I can protect it from the oblivion. Except I'm having trouble remembering things. I see, that's where I come in, right? I don't normally work with others, but as long as it's you, I'm sure the end result will be flawless. Shall we begin? Ready when you are. What's gonna happen? Close your eyes and make a wish. Breathe steadily and deeply. Give your heart space for desire to bloom and surface. Picture the colorful candles flickering as you blow them out. And when the smoke reaches your nose, time compresses. Let it carry you back to a very special birthday. You know just the one. Hold on to this memory. We'll call it Wish. What was it that you wanted then? What was it that you truly needed? Did your wish ever come true? Is it something you could still give yourself? Thanks, you two. Now that I'm back into proper form, I'm gonna get Gumdrop Gardens whipped back into shape. I couldn't have done it without you. Nice work, Nemo. Looks like we can move on to whatever's next. Which way should I go? I think our best bet to head next is probably Mushroom Marsh. We could forge ahead to the east to get there, but that entrance is a little more dangerous. Probably best to head back to Dreamswept Plains and head west to get there. How can Mushroom Marsh be to the east and the west? Well, it is a land of dreams, so is that really the weirdest thing you've heard of all night? I say we head back west, but you're in charge. I'll meet you up ahead in Mushroom Marsh. So it's to the east and the west? Isn't that like real far away? Is there some way I can... Is there some way that I can fast travel? Or no? What are the blue moons for again? I thought you had to collect X amount of blue moons to get to the next area, but I'm not so sure anymore. Man, I'm sorry. Keep clearing my throat. What else is new? So we got to go all the way west again. Okay. That might be slower to travel like that. Ah, blasted by the ball. I don't know if you heard or not, Richard Melt. I said no, I never played Pentiment. So did I respawn back at the closest one that I was at? Or... not really. No! Again, dang. I'm surprised there's no fast travel. So far. I'm sure there is later on, but... for now we have to brave the wilderness. Do a lot of running around. No, I jumped. Sometimes there's like a delay. Really? Oh, come on, dude. So there's like a little delay after you spin out the yo-yo. He like stops and can't perform the next action until the yo-yo move is complete. The yo-yo throws off his what's it called? Center of gravity. Again. Alrighty. Oh. Here we go. Here's something. Alright, and left more. There's it's down here. Another area of dream-swept plains that I never explored. Hey there, Flip. How's it going? Hey, ya kiddo. Looks like you're getting the hang of things around here. Speaking of hanging things, whatever happened to that grapple yo-yo you used for swinging from these rings? That yo-yo you have is cool and all, but without the ability to grapple, you're limited to dangling from these rings with your bare hands. But for now, we're blocked off from reaching some areas. These areas will be marked as inaccessible on your map. But later, as you find new toys, your map will update to show new areas you can explore. Grapple yo-yo. Gotta be somewhere around here, yeah. Gotta find it. Oh. Dun dun. Blue moon, woohoo! What is this now? Is this the gumdrop place? I actually want to check what is left and below. Yeah, what's down here then? Must need the grapple thing to... Yeah. Max rank. Nice. Bit more candy, it said. Oh. And here's a key. What is the star indicated on the map? Secret or... Oh, you can't climb while holding something. Darn. Another blue moon. Is this the... This is like the beginning area, I think, isn't it? Easy to defend off the crusher walls. Can't look up here. What is that? Is that the sword kid again? There's some green lore there, but I don't think I could have got to that spot. Let's just try to get to this kid now. Hello, Captain Sweetbeard. Hey, you kid. You're kind of scary looking. You have like one big pointy tooth in the front. Welcome to my vessel, the SS Treefort. Things are getting pretty rough around these parts, eh? It's important for go-getters like you and me to look out for one another. Now, I've already picked up some of the candy you've dropped, but I think it's only fair that, seeing as how we're looking out for one another, that I keep some of what I picked up. But don't worry, I'll keep track of how much you have in your ledger. A ledger? It's real simple, kid. If you get hurt enough to wake up and drop all your candy, I can get it back to you. With a 50% finder's fee, of course. And you can also just leave any candy with me you'd like for safekeeping, free of charge. So what do you say? Seems a little high. Hey, I've got to put my neck on the line to pick up the candy that you dropped. But what if you just left it there and I could get it? Whoa, hey, you think Slumberland is some walk in the park? Who knows what kind of thieves and opportunists might come along and pick up your candy in the meantime. I think it's best that you and I work together to keep your candy safe. So, what do you say? You're just gonna steal any candy I drop? Whoa, hey, hold on, not steal. Look, I'm helping you out, kid. When you drop that candy, I'll make sure you get back half of it. So, what do you say? Fine, I guess. Excellent. I thought you looked like a smart kid. Now, let's get down to it. So, what can I do for you? Nah. Nothing for now. Okay, fair enough. Just come on back if you need anything, kid. Read. I have 303 candy. Huh. Cool. So this guy's the candy bank, eh? And what's up here? Woo! Down the pipe tube. Alright. Got a candy. A blue moon, I mean. Hello? Hey, hold on for a second, kid. You're heading into an area that is quite dangerous. Was I already here? You might want to wait to come back here once you have the wooden lucky coin. Okay. Alright. You've got a good head on your shoulders, kid. Explore some other areas first. Wait, can I... Just so that it unlocks on the map so I know where it is. Nope. Already death awaits me. So where should we go now? Maybe down there? How do we get back up though? Oh, okay. How do you get rid of these things again? Money, 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 money. I can go no further. Where else? Down there, maybe? Yeah. Nope, I need a key. Go over there. Who doesn't want to get a key here? Whoa, treasure chest. You got a new little buddy. Panda Tuxpin reads stories to you from lore records. Details. Panda is an expert of Slumberland lore and can read to you from the mysterious green lore records found throughout the world. Perhaps you can learn some important information about Slumberland this way. Huh. So, how do I use the Tuxpin? Okay. Oh. I think I had, like, several other... pets as well. Go left and then up. Ah, poop. Go back to sleep. I see there's a lever left and down a little ways. What's over here? Oh, this is the marsh. I'm supposed to be going here, I think. Woo. Alright. Mushroom Marsh. What happens if we go in the water? You just can't jump out of it. Explosive mushrooms. Boing. Oh. What is that thing? Pluck. What does he do? Oh. You can hit things through walls, I see. Oh. He damages you if you don't. Oh. It's a bad mushroom. You got a blue moon. Oopsies. Oopsies. Ah, reverse controls. It's like in Mega Man. So how do I get him off me? Aw, darn. Alrighty, well, I am getting hungry. So I think that's going to be all. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for being here and for following, etc. We got Steve followed us today. Thank you. And alrighty, take care everybody. I'll see ya. Bye bye.